Hello, and welcome to this next installment of Faithcations, where we have traveled and explored places that have inspired us and helped us to grow in faith. We've been to Israel 3 times, to England, to France twice, to the Grand Canyon. So where might we go today? I could have chosen from several places on the globe that have played a role in my growth, but something led me here. I'll let you know where this is in a moment. As a hint, I'll say that there is such beauty and inspiration right before us. It can help us to get away, to put ourselves in new places where we can gain a new perspective and open our hearts to new possibilities. That is important to growth, especially growth in faith and in our relationship with God. But we don't always have to go far to experience this. Often this connection can come in our own backyard, if our eyes and ears and hearts are open to it. I think about some of my travel this summer. I've been to this place so many times in my life, to the top of Pinnacle Mountain. My grandchildren made their first journey to the top of this mountain a few weeks ago. There is something powerful about putting ourselves in a place where we can gain a big picture perspective. Such a perspective can help us get out of our bubble and from being consumed by our wants and opinions and daily struggles. Looking out like this, I think of God speaking through the prophet Isaiah saying, "For as the heavens are higher than the earth, so are my ways higher than your ways, and my thoughts than your thoughts." We are invited to give our lives to this higher way. And allow our hearts to be transformed by God's higher thoughts. We've been here a couple of times this summer to Petit Jean State Park, just up the road. Here, I am able to rediscover that some of the most beautiful things in life are found in what is right before us, in the dirt at our feet, in the light and shadows shining through the trees, in the rocks and water. Sometimes we don't have to travel very far to see it. We just have to stop, maybe get on our knees, maybe lie down in the grass. I think of Jesus inviting us to consider the lilies of the field and how Solomon in all of his glory with temples and structures and engineering marvels could not compare. And then this was taken from a boat when the Saharan dust cloud from the desert in Africa made its way here. It was such a blessing to be with good friends and to witness this marvel. While this particular sight was extraordinary in many ways, it was witnessed in the midst of ordinary life. The truth is, beauty is all around us. Life is amazing. It is a gift, not to be taken for granted. I love this picture that I took. It is the reflection in the doors leading into the Trinity building at the church. We often look for big displays of God's power. We want spiritual fireworks, so to speak. But most often, God works through the miracle of the ordinary. The Holy Spirit comes at times through healings and big signs, But as Wesley says, even in the early church, God gave these kind of big, extraordinary manifestations of the Spirit with a sparing hand. The Holy Spirit serves a much greater purpose than these extraordinary displays. The Holy Spirit works in our ordinary lives, giving us the fruit of the Spirit: love, joy, peace, patience, kindness, goodness, gentleness, faithfulness, temperance, transforming our heart through the daily labor of love, to use a phrase from Wesley. And here we are, or here I am, I might say, back home. This was on a summer day from my front porch after it had rained. And I am reminded by this just how blessed we are to be a part of God's holy and ordinary work, the work of the Holy Spirit right where we are. I hope that you will take some time this week to stop, to notice, to pray, and to be among the ordinary people through whom God works to bring life and love into the world. I also hope to see you in worship this Sunday, in a service that's going to be led by our youth. It promises to be a special service, online, premiering at 9:30. Until then, many blessings.